$10 is not a lot of money to work with, but if you've got $10, you can get the Tronsnic T-502B. I picked this light up on Amazon, and it's a P60 host, which just means it uses little bulbs like this. It comes in full retail packing, which is nice. It's a complete light, including the drop-in. Hitting our checkpoints, the finish looks just okay, you know, about what you'd expect on a cheap light. It's got some decent knurling on it. I like the shape and the look of it. It did come with a pocket clip. It looks a little bit weak, but it actually feels pretty sturdy, plenty good for a light this size. Down the barrel, it looks like we've got XML Generation 1, a smooth reflector, and standard glass, no AR coating, crenulated bezel. The threads are pretty thin and kind of short. Kind of similar to a lot of the lower cost lights I've seen, like the Sipic Zoomies and stuff like that. One thing I do like about it is it fits an 18650 right out of the box, no boring needed. Can't say that about my Surefire 6P. For that reason right there, I'd take this host over a lot of the cheap ones you'd find at the store. Any of them that take 3 AAA batteries that are housed in that little adapter. The tail switch has a decent click to it. Pretty easy to press. The head's multiple pieces, standard P60. Looks like the battery negative contact is made on the body right there rather than at the base of the head. The overall quality feels pretty cheap. All the threads are thin and a little bit gritty, but to me that's not really that big of a deal for a $10 host. You kind of expect that with something this cheap. Right here on the box we have our factory claims. I did test the output of our P60 host, and at 30 seconds you can see our meter reads 814. Unfortunately, if you've seen my video on how to build this setup, you know that we still have to use our multiplier on that number, and after I did that, mine's 0.37, I got 301 lumens on high. I'm not really surprised, and honestly not that disappointed. You know, I wasn't really expecting 950. That is a little bit low for a light claiming that high, but still, keeping in mind $10. Our user interface is a 5 mode. It's high, medium, low, strobe, SOS. Something that does bother me though is this. It's got what's commonly referred to as next mode memory. And that just means basically that rather than coming on in the last mode you left it on, or coming on in high all the time or low all the time, it comes on in the mode following what you used last time. So if the last mode in use was low, next time you turn it on it'll be strobe, and the next time you turn it on it would be SOS. Now, I know that there's some of you watching that are going to be kind of down on a host like this. You'd be like, Matt, why would you even review something like that? But I kind of like it, and here's why. I know at least 50 people that I could give this flashlight to, and they could take it and put a light engine that would make it scream. Some of you are watching right now and thinking what you might do with it yourself. And I know hundreds more people that have tons of these bulbs laying around in a drawer that they could take this, put one of their own in it, and have a great beater light, have something to throw in the glove compartment, or that they work on cars, get underneath there, and it doesn't matter what happens. Who cares if it gets scratched? So I think that this is still a perfectly viable product. To Tronsnic, if you can change one thing about this light, this is just my opinion, it would be that next mode memory thing, because the way that it is now, I couldn't give this light to my mom. I couldn't give it to my brother or anybody who's not like really into the hobby of flashlights the way that my friends and I are. And I'm not beating up your product. I can't imagine trying to build a light like this nice, on a budget of $10. Good job on that. I couldn't buy the raw materials to do that for $10. That's something to be proud of. The beam of the Tronsnic T-502B is everything you would expect from a P60. These type of bulbs with this reflector have been around a long time and sold millions, and there's a reason for it. They make a soft, smooth, perfectly round hot spot. The color blending is decent. They have a good throw, bright spill. The beam is just plain useful, and they work with just about any LED you can put in them. An XML is a perfect choice in a P60, I think. If you have a Tronsnic T-502B of your own or another budget P60 host, let us know what you think of them. To see more videos like this, be sure to subscribe. Thanks for watching. Good lucks.